high side. Murphy shooting, save a rebound on the view.
Hey everyone, this is Casey. You are watching the Red Rubber Duckman All Sports Network. I get that this video is a bit late, but we have Week 5 college football predictions. I already picked two of them with Florida State and Virginia. I picked Florida State, and we all know how that turned out over in Charlottesville. And for TCU and Arizona State, I had Arizona State knocking off TCU. That happened. So far 1-1 on the week, and let's see how the rest of these games go. Let's not waste any more time. We're already late. Let's get into it. First up, we got number 16, Georgia Tech, traveling to take on Wake Forest. Haynes King has 515 yards in 3 games passing, as well as 274 rushing yards to go along with it. And he has asserted himself as a potential ACC Player of the Year. As for Wake Forest, they had a 14-0 lead disappear in their loss to NC State, but they have not played since September 11th, so they had plenty of time to reflect, and they're still looking for that marquee win. I don't think it's going to happen here. I'm going to say Georgia Tech wins. Next up, we have Notre Dame taking on Arkansas. They had 98 points given up in the first 3 games, but they did fight back to win 56-30 over Purdue. As for Arkansas, they're trying to recover from that brutal loss to Memphis, but the bright spot for the Razorbacks is that Taylor Green has so far passed for 1,191 yards, and he has an SEC best 12 touchdowns and 4 picks. I'm going to say Notre Dame takes this one. Next up, we have a potential game of the week matchup. Number 21 USC taking on number 23 Illinois. Now for the Trojans, they have one of the leading passers in the country in Jaden Maiava. He has 1,223 yards. And of course, you have Makai Lemon, who is one of the leading pass catchers in the country with 438 yards himself. For Illinois, they're looking to bounce back from their blowout loss to Indiana, and they're going to have to do it without their star defensive back, Xavier Scott. They should be able to, but I'm going to say Illinois wins this. Next up, we have Utah State taking on Vanderbilt. For the Aggies, Bryson Barnes leads the Mountain West with 982 yards as well as 8 touchdowns. And he ended up winning their last couple of games with their only loss coming from Texas A&M. For Vanderbilt, they outscored their opponents 190-51 this season. And Diego Pavia leads the SEC in completion percentage with 73.9%. So the Commodores do have a very, very talented squad. I think it's going to continue. I'm going to say Vanderbilt wins. Next up, we got Auburn taking on number 9 Texas A&M. Now, the Tigers are going to be on the road for their second straight SEC game after their controversial loss to Oklahoma. But it doesn't help that the offensive line allowed Jackson Arnold to get sacked 9 times. And for the Aggies, they knocked off their first ranked opponent on the road since 2014 with their stunning win over Notre Dame, and they are coming off of a bye and with plenty of time to celebrate the upset. But it's time to get to work, and they will do that against Auburn. Give me Texas A&M to win this. Next up, number 11 Indiana traveling to Iowa City to take on the Hawkeyes. Fernando Mendoza has been playing at a high level for the Hoosiers with 267 yards and 5 touchdowns last week, and he leads all FBS with 14 passing touchdowns. With Iowa, they are coming off of a very encouraging win to open conference play against Rutgers and Piscataway. And Mark Gronowski ran for 3 touchdowns and threw for 186 yards in that game. And Kinnick Stadium is one of the toughest environments to play in, but I think Indiana should survive. I'm going to go with the Hoosiers. Next up, this could be a possible game of the week candidate. Number 4, LSU. Number 13, Ole Miss. This is going to be a big battle in more ways than one. For LSU, they finally had that breakthrough performance against Southeastern Louisiana. And they are number 9 when it comes to scoring defense and number 17 in total defense. For Ole Miss, Austin Simmons is trying to come back after missing the last 2 games. And of course, Trinidad Chambliss, his replacement, he passed for 307 yards and 2 touchdowns in their win over Tulane. I'm going to say Ole Miss pulls off the upset and finally gives Brian Kelly a quick humbling. Next up, we have the top team in the country, Ohio State, traveling to Seattle to take on Washington. Now, Julian Sayin is settling in as he had 779 yards and 8 touchdowns so far this year. And this is the first road game for the Buckeyes after starting 3-0 at home. For Washington, Jonah Coleman is going to lead the country with 9 rushing touchdowns. He's your current leader. But they are dealing with a whole lot of injuries on defense with linebackers and corners. I think that might affect the Huskies a bit. I'm going to say the Buckeyes win it. Next up, we have number 15 Tennessee traveling to Starkville to take on Mississippi State. Now on defense, the Volunteers are 6th in the nation with 15 sacks. And this is going to be their first visit to Starkville since 2012, where they ended up losing to the Bulldogs there. And the Bulldogs this year here in 2025, they are 4-0 for the first time since 2014. And Fluff Bothwell is your top rusher with 271 rushing yards. They did manage to knock off one ranked team, but I don't think it's going to happen with the Volunteers. Give me Tennessee to win this. Next up, we have Arizona taking on number 14 Iowa State. This is the best start for the Arizona Wildcats since 2015. And Noah Fafita with 712 yards and 6 touchdowns, as well as 3 rushing scores. For Iowa State, they have been the top team in the Big 12 for at least a month, and I think it might continue, with Rocco Becht being a stellar quarterback with 860 yards and 7 touchdowns, as well as 2 rushing touchdowns of his own. I'm going to say Iowa State comes out on top. Next up, these next 2 games are going to be pure cinema. Number 17 Alabama traveling to Athens to take on number 5 Georgia. Both of these teams are going to be coming off byes, and this is going to be a huge quarterback battle between Ty Simpson and Gunnar Stockton. Simpson threw for 382 yards and 4 touchdowns in their blowout win 2 weeks ago over Wisconsin. And for Gunnar Stockton, he threw for 304 yards and 2 touchdowns in an overtime win at Neyland Stadium against the Volunteers. I'm going to say Georgia goes on to win over the Crimson Tide. Next up, number 6 Oregon versus number 3 Penn State. This is probably going to be your game of the week. For Oregon, Dante Moore has settled in with 305 yards and 4 touchdowns versus Oregon State in the Civil War. And the Ducks have outscored their opponents 203-37 in the first 4 weeks. For the Nittany Lions, they are excelling on defense with the 3rd best scoring defense. And Drew Allar, so far he's thrown for 626 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. It's going to be difficult to predict whoever comes out on top, but I'm going to say Penn State gets revenge on Oregon after the Big Ten championship. Next up, we got UMass taking on number 20 Missouri. I don't know why I'm wasting any more time with this, but I'm going to. UMass is going to their third quarterback this year with A.J. Hairston. They are still winless, and they have yet to collect 50 points this year. For Missouri, they are 4-0 with 2 blowout wins and, of course, wins over Kansas and South Carolina. And they have one of the best rushing attacks in the country. No contest. You're going 5-0. Give me the Tigers. Next up, our final matchup, number 25, BYU, traveling to Boulder to take on Colorado. BYU is 3-0 after keeping East Carolina out of the end zone after reaching the Cougars' 10-yard line, and they did not surrender a touchdown until last week. For Colorado, you have Kaidon Salter throwing for 3 touchdowns as he returns to the starting role. But he finished with, and the Colorado offense finished for 497 yards, including 103 yards rushing. I'm going to say we are going to have another ranked team go down. I'm going to say Colorado wins it. And that's going to do it for my Week 5 predictions. Who knows how many of them are going to be right, but I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow morning as I stream the Vikings and the Steelers over in Dublin. It's going to be a fun one. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, share this with your friends, and subscribe to the Red Rubber Duck on All Sports Network. And until we meet again, I will see you all in the next one. Take care, you guys.